Hey, what's happening, boys and girls? This is your captain speaking, and we are up again for another interview. But this time around, this is for the upcoming Puso Wrestling Alamat. And I'm a bit excited for this kasi um, I will be interviewing not just one like before, but two people in a series of interviews. Pero gusto ko unahin tong interview na to kasi for me, this is important kasi I've seen this guy sa mga fan meets, di ba? Sa after show, pag nakita ko rin siya nagsa-start ng bago mag-start ng mga Puso Wrestling events. And nakaka-relate ako sa mga pinagdadaanan niya. Kasi pag nakikita nyo kasi ang bawat wrestler, obviously they have their persona in the ring and of course persona of the ring. Kaya tonight we will sit down with the man na I think who's not just a champion in the ring but also a warrior in life. For a decade he battled through pain, pressure and personal loss, who fought more than almost 70 matches and carved his name in the history of Philippine wrestling. Pero behind that gold is the grit and story of grief, fatherhood, and the relentless pursuit of validation. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I will be introducing the first ever Puso Wrestling champion, a fighter, a father, and a man on a mission. This is his reckoning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your champion, Main Max.
Hello, hello. How are you? Thank you for having me, Dave.
Max, how are you so far?
Yeah, I'll be lying if hindi ko sasabihin na pressure ako for my upcoming match, but everything is fine. I'm doing my best to be in the best shape of my life. And yeah, trying to be better every day. Hindi naman ang goal.
Kasi sabi nga nila, ang champion kasi mabibigat ang bit-bit niyan sa puso. May kumbaga may bigat ang bawat hampas, bawat balibag na ginagawa ng isang champion sa ring. So this interview is obviously special and malalaman niyo yan guys mamaya. So let's start off with, of course, the one people should for now, let's talk about how Main Max started. Kasi I've seen his clips, I've seen his matches back pa in 2014. So let's rewind a bit. What was life when you first stepped into the wrestling scene? Ano ba yung mga early struggles mo nun?
First of all, unemployment. Just during that time, I think I started when in Pinoy Wrestling 2014. I was one of the youngest. I was 19 years old. So, yun nga. Although we have youthfulness during that time, the struggle is more on financial and then career-wise then if I really wanted to pursue the wrestling during that time. Pero looking at right now, I'm really thankful because nakita ko yung growth ng Pinoy Wrestling. Starts from nothing. We training in a boxing ring na semento pa yung mats and all that stuff. We learn from things na kami-kami lang talaga. So, it's an industry na nag-grow and I'm really grateful that after 11 years, diba, I'm still part of Pinoy Wrestling and still thriving. And finally, diba, na-achieve ko rin yung goal on becoming a champion. So it's something fulfilling. If I understand that the start was really tough, really rough, the road to greatness. But yeah, we achieved it. And in a perfect time. And yun nga, just really have the mindset na not to give up. And yeah, the journey to Pinoy wrestling has been nothing but a colorful and then wonderful experience for me.
Na ano ko yun, na gets ko yun kasi your journey was some may think is not colorful, pero pag hindi yun yung case. So nakita ko yung when I first saw you at Dekada, it was the milestone for you. Was there a moment though na with you during the course of your career na maybe this isn't for me, parang napanghinaan ka na loob kasi ang dami mong matches, pero dumating ka ba sa feeling mo it's not for you? Parang what kept you going when you question that, when you say that to yourself?
Yeah, I think now that you mentioned, ang dami kong parang naisip na that moment na maybe it's not for me. Especially when start pa lang na training. I think it was January 2014 when we started in PWR training in a boxing gym. And after that, nawala ako din sa training because I've been thinking, siguro, na ako na yung hiya for me na nagdadalawang isip if this is the career for me, ganun. But I think the passion and my love for pro wrestling ay nanaig. Kaya, ayun, still continue it. I think also career-wise outside of wrestling, then yun niya, I think it's normal to have an extent crisis in life na mapaisip ka na if ito ba talaga yung para sa'yo or not. Ang dami ko na rin naging ganong moments. Really I have made some decisions na to leave before and to pursue my career outside of wrestling. But wala, there's something magical in pro wrestling na it keeps me keep going on. Then regardless if na-injured pa ako or not, ayun, talagang, now that I am thinking na kung ano ba talaga yung nagpapastay sa akin sa pro wrestling, is something na parang, something na magical in the culture itself. Kaya nandito na rin ako. And yun nga, sinabi mo what makes me think na hindi para sa akin. I have the welcome to pro wrestling moment, especially the first match in the LCS. Thinking the first bump, thinking the being in front of a crowd. To be honest, hindi naging maganda yung balik sa akin during the first match, and then ang daming heckle and towards that na nasaktan ako. Ayun nga, parang to be fair, my cardio was bad. And after my first match in the MCS, I'm really gasping for air. Hinahabing ako. After that, after I regain my yung hangin ko, napaisip ako if this is something that I would like to continue. Ayun nga, parang pero I just keep on training and then to definite awa naman nag-improve yung cardio, nag-improve din yung katawan ko. So yeah.
I agree. For big guys kasi like us, parang cardio is a bit is challenging, lalo na pag sa start ka pa lang. Lalo kung wala kang exposure sa training, ngayon ka pala magsa-start, parang at first talaga it would appear as a challenge And we're talking about 2014 here, people. You did question yourself na parang you were maybe, sabi mo nga, talagang nilaban mo to, which now brings us to 2018 and then 2019. Your matches noon were like literally parang 10 matches in a year with one match per month. So pag may match ka sa first month na to, pag may match ka sa susunod na buwan na to, alam mo yun, yung preparation mo for the upcoming match, isang buwan lang. Unlike 2-3 months lang, di ba? What was it like? What was that phase like for you physically and mentally? Kasi now this is now years after nag-struggle ka eh.
Yeah, I think yun nga, parang constant training lang din talaga yung naging secret ko. There's nothing, any secret ingredient on becoming a better wrestler. And yun, exposure din. I think during that time in PWR, we are fortunate enough to have our own ring, our venue, na nakakapag-show kami for a monthly basis. So, ayun, I think it's a good opportunity para sa akin to improve my cardio, my wrestling skills. Kaya parang dun din, at that time talagang nagkaroon din ako ng lakas ng loob to push din sa pro wrestling. Yun nga, na-injured ako noong 2017. I got out for a year. And then, after that, I bounced back then. Mahirap. There's a ring rust na nag-struggle pa rin ako. But parang hindi ko siya namamalayan na something na nag-i-improve na rin ako. So, during that time, parang I also reflect on myself. I needed help from Romeo, from Stan, na yun nga, we have this group called MSG during that time. So it's not just really one-man show or something that ginawa ko lang mag-isa. I really have the help of other people that will put me in this position. So really grateful for them.
Yun nga, no, out of curiosity lang, what was the injury back in 2017?
Yeah. Yeah, and then ito yung after na I became a champion in PWR, and then after months later, I got injured in the match itself. Masakit pa noon, just really start of the match. Parang wala pang 5 minutes, then I got this low. I really did just pretty basic move, which is just thumping my opponent, and then my knee gave up, got dislocated, and I tore some ligaments in the knee. Ayun, I have this option to have it surgery, pero sabi naman din kasi parang it would, hindi siya nag-heal back the ligaments. So, I don't know if just really after the injuries, really after ako makagalaw na maayos, after I gain my stability and my balance sa tuhod ko, I really became more cautious and sobrang ingat na rin. Para hindi na rin maulit yung And then, personally, ginawa ko is really to strengthen my legs para iwas injury na rin. And after how many years right now, thankfully, hindi pa naman siya na-injure ulit. So, sana wag na.
Oo, kasi pag nakikita ko yung, kung hindi mo sinabi na may ganun kang injury, hindi ko mapapansin na you were experiencing that. Tapos after na, nakabounce back kagad 2018, 2019. And then obviously, eto nga, and we were talking about this prior to this interview na we recorded the interview. Hindi lang physical pain yung pinagdaanan mo eh. Kasi I've been following you, I've been seeing all your posts, diba? If you guys are following me in Max, you can check out his socials on our page. Nakita ko a mixture of grief, fatherhood, mental health, and I'm sure you just mention those lang na ito lang yung mga stuff na yun. Hindi pa natin nababanggit yung other stuff in between those eh. With that being said, how did all of those affect your mindset as a pro wrestler?
I think it's really impactful that naisip ko siya right now kasi wala, ang hirap, the sad reality of being in public is di mo pwedeng ipakita na nasasaktan ka, di mo pwedeng ipakita that you're emotionally drained because pro wrestling does not di lang umiikot ang mundo sa isang tao.
True.
I struggled so many times that during a pro wrestling show where I end a relationship, yun nga, and recently lang, and I think after 2 weeks when my mother has passed away, I need to defend my championship. So it's really the face na hindi nakikita ng fans, ng mga tao, that there are really emotional factor as a pro wrestler, and not mention the pressure of being champion. Although I expected it to na mabigat yung responsibilidad of becoming a champion, wala, parang ano na yan, parang the universe is not aligning right now kasi to be honest, I faced a lot of mental challenges during my reign as a champion. So yun nga din. I think this really shows that it's okay to show vulnerability even you're a pro wrestler. And I'm that kind of guy na hindi takot sabihin na ganito yung nararamdaman ko, ganito yung nararamdaman, malungkot ako, and it's okay. And I would like to let them know na I'm just a champion inside the ring, but also I'm a champion outside the ring. That there might be people na will makakarelate or will have the same struggle, and I just want to let them know that you're not alone in this silent battles, mga battles na hindi natin sinasabi. And yeah, I really hope na maging proud sila sa whatever the things that I'm doing inside or outside of wrestling.
Kasi hindi biro yan, Max. It's when I said nga kanina na you're not only a champion in the ring but also a warrior outside of the ring. Kasi for you to tell your followers what you're going through is letting them know na ito yung side ko na kailangan maintindihan nyo rin bakit may mga times na diba? Iba kasi na parang hindi kasi wrestler ka, kailangan ganito, kailangan ganyan, diba? I strongly disagree. May mga tao na who wants to keep it silent. We get them, we respect that kasi yun yung approach nila dun eh. Pero to those who want to speak up like you, I think that's also something to take note of. Kaya nga sabi ko nga sa iyo kanina before we had this interview, this is for me the most exciting interview kasi finally makakausap kita about what you've been going through, and which obviously now leads us to the present. Itong simula nung nakilala kita noong 2014, nakita ko na kung paano ka lumaban with lots of wrestlers. Although personally, merong isang time na I had it on my phone, yung bigla out of nowhere bigla kang napagulong sa Lego. Parang naramdaman ko na may Lego din sa likod ko sumakit, alam mo yun. Pero among those challenges which led to you being at the first Pusong Pinoy champion, you've been holding it na for almost a year. In fact, pagdating nitong November 30, it's gonna mark 1 year. What does the title mean to you personally?
Ayun nga, I think the pressure of being a champion is really high, the responsibility. And it's a statement of the people before me who became champions to set the standard so high on becoming a champion. As much as I really wanted to credit the people that involved in the tournament when I became Puso Pinoy Wrestling Champion, the story doesn't end there din kasi since yun nga, parang I still have to push and to challenge those people who set the standard so high, namely sila Robinson and Fabio and Jake De Leon because they are the reason if di ko pa nasasabi sa kanila, they are the reason why I have this, why I have the championship because I want to be like them. I want to be better and to be a champion that they can be proud of. I wish I can be half as good as half as athletic as them, but when I say that I needed their validation, I just really wanted them to be proud of me. It's not just a character; it's a statement that ito yung pagod, ito yung trabaho, ito yung ginugol ko for the last 11 years and nagbunga. So, ayun, sana that simple na sana proud kayo sa akin is something very emotional and very close to heart for me.
And I think the validation naman was made in your previous matches with Robin Sane and Fabio Makisi. Talagang lumaban ka dun eh. Talagang pinakita mo na you deserve this title. Yung mga galaw mo nun sa kanila shows some heaviness to the championship you're carrying. Speaking of that, I also noticed na you had 12 matches this year. See, you kept on defending your title, you back and forth. I mean, you've been doing tag team matches and some other fights. And I find it wild. Kasi, alam mo yun, dati parang paisa-isa lang. Minsan, wala pa, konti pa, diba? Ngayon, sunod-sunod na eh. So, what keeps you motivated to stay that active?
I think the fans and the members of the roster of Puso Wrestling, I think sila yung gigil na gigil when nakita ko silang gutom. Gusto ko rin humabol. Gusto ko rin hindi magpahuli. So, kaya ayun, I decided to be a fighting champion I think ganun din naman yung mentality ko before. Kahit gaano man kalaki, gaano kaliit yung opportunity, we make the most out of it. And yun nga, bigay mo pa rin yung 100% best mo kahit pre-show, kahit mid-card, kahit main event. Always give your 100%. So yun nga, I'm really proud of the team, the team for ng Puso Wrestling, ng Desco, ng WoW because they are really hungry to improve, to be better, and somehow it fuels me to be a better champion that they can be proud of.
And totoo yan. This year, along with the fights you've been having are like wild at the least. Kaya lalo na yung mga matches mo defending the title. Veterans like Fabio and Robin Sane, nakaharap mo sila, you ask for validation, you gave it, and I think you got it naman. Pero what do those wins you think mean to you na who has been in the wrestling scene na for this long?
For me, it means a lot. I think if some of you might know, some of you might hindi pa alam that Robin Sane and Fabio Makisig are two head coaches in Puso Wrestling. So all of the learnings, all of the skills, all of the moves na ginagawa namin into the ring was trained or the skill was transferred ni la Coach Fabio, ni la Coach Zen. Kaya yun, yeah, it is something meaningful kasi it shows not just a validation for me but a validation for sa kanila that their training, their skills na binibigay sa amin, their advice, everything was effective. And yeah, I think when we say Pinoy wrestling, talagang ano na yan those two people are really one of the best, one of the legend here in Pinoy wrestling. So it's, although I am the champion this year, I feel like I am still the one who chased them, who challenged them. Parang ganun pa rin yung mindset ko. Hindi nagbago yung challenger mindset ko na I still chase to win para especially the former champions na mapakita na this belt means a lot for them and it's a love letter nga for Pinoy wrestling. Yeah.
And yung pagiging champion mo ngayon is obviously not to be taken lightly. Pero we should also take note na you've held other titles before. And you've held them for like months alam mo yun. Talagang pinanindigan mo yun. Pero what do you think makes this Pusong Pinoy Championship special?
I think the previous championship before din kasi it's something that paano ba, parang not really hiningi but something na I really want to have nung naging PHX champion ako sa PWR. It's a mid-card championship and during that I have this mindset to be the best mid-carder sa roster kasi during that time tanggap ko na that JDL, Ken Warren, Crystal was there in the top and then parang nagsettle na ako for least, so I really chased that championship on I really chased the mid-card championship. And when I became tag team champion din naman, I just really wanted to share the championship with Sandata or Romeo because I believe in him and during that time because sobrang unappreciated niya. So that is something that we were winner then. But this is something special for this championship kasi parang I've been chasing the top championship for the last 3 years, 2 to 3 years. And hindi siya nag-start sa akin. It started from the feedback of other people that I'm doing great. Started nga when the fire parang nag-start siya when I think it's Road to Fate 2022 in NWF when I'm the pre-show. I'm fighting Isaiah during that time. He was white shirt and we just do our jobs. We just deliver the match, but it not knowing that it will magiging maganda yung outcome ng match na yun. And then nga, people will talk about it na even if just a pre-show match, Main Max did really good and he deserves better. Ganyan. So yun. So for the longest time din naman kasi, I'm just really, if I may say, a sidekick, a bodyguard, or an enforcer, whatever paano mo siya tawagin. I settled that for them and that is my fault. Not until some people believes in me. So, wala. People started believing in me, so I really need to believe in myself because nakikita nila ako ng potential, nakikita nila na kaya ko maging champion. So this really something na hindi lang siya because of one people but collective efforts, collective reasons kaya why I became a champion. Ayun nga, and this is something na hindi ko rin naman hiningi, like, rather than really pinakita ko na this is what I can offer to Puso Wrestling, this is what I can offer to Pinoy Wrestling if ibibigay niyo sa akin yung belt, if I became a champion, rest assured na I will give everything. I will make the championship the most prestigious championship in the country.
And that road to you proving people na you deserve the championship is now getting steeper and steeper as we now talk about ito nga your climb this coming November 30th against Jake De Leon. Alam mo, napansin ko, I mean, I've been all over the social medias of every Puso Wrestling athlete. And nakita ko na may bond kay ni JDL eh. Alam mo yon, may talaga you guys communicated. I mean, nag-exchange kayo ng comments. Tapos syempre, pag nandun na off the pagka yung mga other matches mo with him before, pero everything was so smooth up until ito nga when you declared, I guess that's the right term eh, when you declared war against Jake De Leon. What shifted? What made you want to challenge him other than the known fact na you wanted validation?
Yeah, I think this match is really important and very, to be honest, very emotional sa akin. Me and Jake De Leon started way back the first day. Yun nga, day one. We are day one buddies. During the very first wrestling training namin. To be fair, we are young, we are stupid that time. We had practice matches, which is very bad. And siya yung una naka-practice match yun. He's the guy that na naka-match ko nun, even though we really have zero experience, and the way I see his improvement is really motivates me. At the same time, na naging masaya ako sa kanya, although it's my fault na napag-iwanan ako nun during that time, that nanaig yung pagiging proud and pagiging masaya ko for that guy. Kasi yun nga, it's really paano ba? Where are the remaining people, me and Jake Diller and the remaining people who survived yung batch na yun na started to revive nga Pinoy wrestling here. And for me, that's very important nga yun kasi yun nga, then the journey namin is yun nga, naging travel buddies din kami. We really trained together. And I can consider him nga my wrestling soulmate. And really emotional nga for me because I just really want to be proud o maging proud siya sa akin because he's one of the reasons kaya ako naging champion. I really wanted to be as good as him. I really wanted to have the luxury or the privilege or the honor na nakukuha niya ngayon. And well, I'm happy for him. I think that's the final piece in the main Max story is defeating Jake De Leon. So sabi niya nga, he wanted to leave and destroy Pinoy wrestling, but I really wanted to show him na, man, ito yung industry na pinaghirapan natin before. So, hindi ako papayag na sirain, and I will make sure that pro wrestling will thrive for the next 10 years, and without him, na kaya namin tumayo on our own. And yeah, we don't need that yet. But yun yeah, very really excited, really emotional, and really, I can say, the most important match of my career right now.
Kasi you mentioned he was out there, Jake De Leon will be out there to destroy Pinoy wrestling. Alam mo, nung sinabi niya yan, talaga napaisip ako eh. I'm sure he has a lot of reasons, diba? Pero as the champion, the current champion, what's your take on this?
somehow I get his point na I think we had a fair share of ups and downs, and valid naman yung sinabi niya that we see that company closes all of the BS in Pinoy wrestling and instead of it. I'm not gonna invalidate those feelings, but right now it's not about us. It's not about the older guys. It's building the future of Pinoy wrestling. Nag-survive na tayo for 10 years without any resources, without any help from international wrestler. What makes you think na kaya na sirain, or what makes us uh, magsusurvive naman to for the next 10 years with the luxury or the trainings or the skills that we have right now. And yun naman yung reason. And this is really for the future of Pinoy wrestling, because and for the guys na we really push them. I really want to push the newer guys to step up, kasi as as a as a oldies, as a OG, if the new guys is not 10 times better than you fail as an OG, you fail as a mentor. So ayun nga, if you want to destroy the Pinoy wrestling, di ba? It's not really about us. It's for the future. It's for the Isaiah. It's for the Joey Rosas. It's for the Joya. It's for the Super P. So it's just fighting for the belt. I really want to fight for the future of the Pinoy wrestling, na may matatawag pa silang promotion, na may matatawag pa silang home, and may matatawag pa silang ring that they can perform.
From how you're saying it, how you're explaining this to me, this is a bit more personal na eh. This is not just again between you and JDL. It's gonna be for the Joey Rosas, for the Joya, for the Isaiah Valencias coming in the future. What is it like to be fighting against someone who used to be in your corner?
Ano ba? Yun nga, started just really, initially, I just really wanted to be proud, na maging proud sa akin si Jet De Leon. I've said it, I can say it all over again. That's the main reason. But the way he acts, the way he wanted to out of Pinoy wrestling makes me think that bigger than me. It's bigger than two of us. Kaya, ayun, it might be something personal, but there is really a deep cut na if disiraan yung Pinoy wrestling, paano tong mga to? Paano tong mga taong to that really wanted to start, nakikitaan natin ng potential, na nakikitaan natin ng ganun.
Mm-mm.
He's calling me selfish for winning the championship, when in fact for the last 11 years wala akong inisip but the best, kung ano yung makakabuti sa Pinoy wrestling. It is something really personal na tinatawag niya ako selfish, because I'm just in the background, I'm just really the guy that happy to be there before, and now I became a champion. Parang hindi ko magets. I still don't get it why.
Mm-mm.
Nai-insecure siguro siya. There are people that starting to be better than Jake De Leon, but yun nga, and feeling ko he just really wanted to sign outside of that opportunity na maka-wrestle outside of of the country. But you can do that. You can wrestle whatever which country you want, but I really want to make sure that Pinoy wrestling will stay here.
And siguro lastly in the series of questions I have, siyempre when I see all of you go through your entrances, alam ko kagad every step, alam ko na may, again, as a champion, you carry a different kind of weight than those who are not. But you're also fighting a champion. This coming Puso Wrestling Alamat, what do you want people to feel to understand and to remember?
I think that anything is really possible. To be honest, I considered myself the guy that wasn't supposed to be here. I have a very bad back. I have social anxiety. Nahihirapan ako to see the look people in the eye ng matagal, and really very, very awkward person. But my passion in wrestling is really something that pinaglaban ko. And ayun, I just really wanted that the people na, or the maka-inspire the others. I think that yun nga, parang sinabi ko na to before, that if there's at least one person na magsasabi ay si Main Max hindi nag-give up, so hindi din ako mag-give up regardless kung ano mang aspect sa buhay. Doon pa lang champion na ako, doon pa lang panalo na ako, and doon pa lang na nakaka-inspire ako ng others based on my story, just being myself, being vulnerable and showing that it's okay to show the weaknesses. It's okay na to be not to be okay, not to feel negative. Just wanted to remind them that you have a champion that cares, not just in ano nangyayari sa ring, but outside na, being mentally aware, being socially or politically aware. I really wanted to remember that, and give it the championship to the next person who deserve it, who is 10 times better than Main Max, na mag-step up and will continue the legacy, not just for me, but not just hindi para sa akin, but for the future of Pinoy wrestling.
So before I give out my final thoughts on this interview, I'd like to thank Main Max for this opportunity. Sabi ko nga, it's been a long time coming, and it's a perfect opportunity because this would be Puso Wrestling's final show for 2025, and Main Max will not just be just a champion. He will be a warrior, and of course, doing the main event this November 30th at Brawl Pit Bulusan. Champion, please invite everyone to watch our show this 30th.
Yes, sir. So, inimitahan ko kayo to watch the final show of Puso Wrestling for this year. Puso Wrestling Alamat, mangyayari sa Brawl Pit Bulusan, November 30th. So, get your tickets at pusowrestling.helixpay.ph, and check the Puso Wrestling social media and follow us for more information and to get discounts. I promise you, I guaranteed you that sulit ang bayad nyo, sulit yung punta nyo, and the effort to show and support the Pinoy wrestling, because we really gave our not just the heart but the soul to show you that Pinoy wrestling here is alive and kicking, and it will thrive for the next few years.
At lagi kong sinasabi, kada punta nyo sa Brawl Pit Bulusan, every Puso Wrestling, Dexcon, or World Underground Wrestling is, again, sulit ang bahay nyo dito. Hindi lang to basta chinachant lang ng mga tao because trip nila eh. Diba? Talagang sulit ang bayad, especially when you're there looking at the players, the athletes, give them all. Diba? So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, from humble beginnings to championship glory, personal storms, public battles, you name it, he got it. Main Max undoubtedly shown his strength, and it's just not a one-hit wonder. Pero he's fighting in the ring and outside, even when no one is watching. And on November 30th at Pusong Wrestling Alamat, he will be facing Jake De Leon, a friend turned rival, champion turned destroyer, and the stakes have never been this high. Hindi na lang to title defense. It's stand for everything Pinoy wrestling, and it's standing for everything what Pinoy wrestling presents. And whatever happens, one thing is definitely clear. Main Max isn't just fighting for a belt, for his name, but he is now fighting for his legacy. And with that, on behalf of Main Max, this is your Captain Mike signing out. We'll see you on November 30th at Puso Wrestling Alamat.
340 days. I outlasted Robin Sane. I survived and gained the validation I needed from Fabio Makisig. And at Puso Wrestling Alamat, I just really wanted Jake De Leon to be proud of me.
You are the worst kind of good because you're not even great. I am tired of Pinoy wrestling. I am tired of all of you. And my number one goal is to win that championship and destroy Pinoy wrestling. Ako ang alamat.
We wanted to leave and destroy Pinoy wrestling, the industry that we built from nothing, the industry that we carry on our backs for the last 11 years. Hindi ako papayag. You have to kill me because I will give everything to save it.